welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is OhMyNeeCee and I work from home as a recruiting coordinator. I have been working as a recruiting coordinator for about 5 years now, but overall I have 6 years of professional experience. I recently started a new job about 3 months ago, so I'm still getting used to things, but overall things are going pretty well. I'm sorry if you hear some noise in the background. I am doing some laundry right now. I have about 20 minutes before I officially log on for work. But I wanted to just kind of talk while I drink my coffee. This is the coffee that we have today. Literally have to have this every single morning or I don't know what'll happen. So yesterday I had a day off and there are these townhomes that I pass by literally every single day, and I always look at them, but I've never like stopped to look at them. Yesterday I was like, you know what, let me just stop and look. Like, didn't expect to do that yesterday, but I was like, you know, let's just go over there and look. So I pull up to the site. Mind you, it's like construction. I just like pull up. My intentions are just like get out the car and take a little picture. I park. I'm like getting out of my car and there's this older gentleman there and he's like, you know, speaking to me or whatever, and I was like, oh, like, is this your site? He was like, yeah. So I'm just talking to him about that, like getting a little bit of information from him, and he's like, oh, you know, like the model is ready to view, like did you want to go inside and look at it? And I was like, sure. Mind you, like they didn't have any signs up or anything. Like normally, well, here in Texas, normally you can tell which one is the model home because you'll see flags and things like that, but that wasn't there. So I was like, yeah, sure, like I would love that. So he walks me over to the model home and walk inside. It is beautiful. It is so beautiful on the inside. I was just kind of like stunned. And mind you, I already know that model homes, they have like all of the upgrades and things like that in there. So I was like taking that with a grain of salt. I was walking around and it's like 2-3 stories. Actually, I think that one was 2 stories. So that one was 2 stories. I feel like the space was very functional and it just looked really nice. So I went to the next unit and it was a different layout. Oh, this one was so nice. So this one was 3 stories, and again, I really liked the finishes and things like that. The kitchen was on the 2nd floor, which I love, and there was just so much natural lighting that came through. Yeah, I didn't really like the carpet in there, but everything else was so nice. And so I'm like talking to him, I'm like, you know, are these sell or lease? Like, you know, what is it? Because they didn't have like any documents. Like this is like a very new situation or whatever. He was telling me like they are for sale, and he was like he had flyers that he can give me, but obviously he's not the salesperson. He wasn't able to answer all of those questions, and plus they were still working on pricing. And I was just like looking at it and it kind of made me sad because I really want to be able to purchase a home, specifically a townhome, because it would just be just me. I want to do that very soon, and I really love the area that I'm in. I can see myself settling down here, starting a family here. I definitely want to be here long term. I was just thinking in my head, I feel like if I were to have stayed at my previous job, I would have been able to get that sooner. I'll just leave it at that. It just kind of made me sad because I'm like, I was just like thinking of like the decisions that I made. If you're new here, I had quit my corporate job last year in the summertime, and I took like a couple of months off from work and, you know, just started my new job. I feel like I'm starting over career-wise. It's really hard. Oh my gosh, why am I getting emotional? I feel like I'm starting over career-wise, and it's really hard to do that, especially like in my late 20s, because in my previous role, I was there. Like I was climbing the ladder, getting promotions, making a good amount. Now I feel like I started back from square one, and I did that for my mental health in that moment. Not to say that I regret what I did. I am just kind of like thinking, what if I would have stayed? What if? That's not good. I know right now I am in a good position because I am much better mentally, but I have been thinking I really just started over. There are obviously goals and aspirations that I have, and for me, I feel like I should be at a point where I've been at a company for a couple of years and just smooth sailing, like investing more, buying property, you know, doing the things, paying off debt, all this kind of stuff. And not to say that I'm not doing that, but I'm not doing that at a rate that I want to be. I don't know why, but I do think about this like probably once or twice a month, and it really makes me sad, and I do not not know why it makes me so sad. I just had to like come on here and talk about it. I don't know if anyone can relate. Going to see that townhome yesterday, it made me sad, yes, because it made me think of what if, but it also gave me some type of motivation to just like work harder, do the things that I need to do, get outside of my comfort zone and just make it happen. And yeah, like I was doing well in my previous role, but I wasn't doing well, like personally. All of that to say, God has a plan. God has a plan for me. God has a plan for you. Let's get to work. All the sapping is over. Now it's time to get to work. And today, I actually have a couple of meetings today. My first meeting of the day starts at 10:30 and it is a people team meeting and it's actually like an hour and a half. So I'm trying to make sure that I get like all of my emails sorted through and like anything that requires some action done prior to this meeting, because it's an hour and a half long. I need to be listening because I need to know what's going on with the people team, obviously. So that's meeting number one. After that meeting, I have one at 12:30. So I have like a 30-minute break in between the team meeting and my next meeting. And that one, it's kind of like our first sync with a new role that we're opening up. So we're just talking about what they're looking for in a candidate, the process that we're going to follow as far as like the interview and the interview plan and things like that goes. Kind of like a little meet and greet and, you know, chat through, because I think this role, this is the first time this hiring manager has hired before, and then also I'm working with a new counterpart on this one. So just making sure that everyone is aligned and we have expectations set. And then right after that at 1 o'clock, I have a weekly sync with another role. So that one, it should be pretty quick. We had our longer meeting last week where we talked through anything that we need from each other and just getting aligned on expectations. So that one should be cool. And then I have like a 45-minute break. And then I have another meeting at 2 o'clock. So I'm going to be a part of a interview team. So this is just a meeting set up to kind of chat through what I need to know about the role, what types of questions I need to ask, and what I'm looking for in a candidate and things like that. That's what that meeting is. I don't think it'll take the full 30 minutes, but maybe. Then my last meeting of the day is at 2:45. So this one is another weekly sync, and this hiring manager has been on PTO for like a week. So this meeting is probably just going to be like catching up on things that happened last week. It'll probably take the full 15 minutes. Plus I have some things that I need to flag to him. So we have a productive day. I think that it'll be a great day. I hope, actually, I know that it will be a great day because woke up this morning, the sun is out a little bit. It's still cold here, but we are going to have a great day because I'm going to make it a great day. My laptop updated this morning and it took so long. And y'all, my laptop, like the background desktop changed. I didn't ask for that, and it's so scary looking, and it's like these trees. Like, why would Apple do that? I kind of want to show y'all. Let me show y'all real quick so y'all know what I'm looking at. Do y'all see that? Who chose that? Like, who at Apple even created that? Because why would anybody want that as their background? So now I have to find a new background because that's gonna make me not motivated, because I'm not in the wild. Why am I looking at a tree? Why is it so close? Like, I think this had potential to be aesthetic, but what the heck? Like, it just literally scared me. So let me go ahead and go through my emails, go through my Slack messages, see what's going on, see kind of what my game plan is as far as what I need to work on before my long meeting for the day and my other meetings for the day, because they're kind of like back to back in a sense. But I will be done with meetings by 3 p.m. today. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Hey y'all, so it's a little bit later. I just wanted to check in, let y'all know how my day was going. I have a 30-minute focus time for me set up. I think it starts in like 5 minutes. Yeah, it starts in like 5 minutes. So taking a little break right now. Oh my gosh, that hour and a half meeting, it was good content, you know, but an hour and a half meeting, cameras on, like you need to be tuned in, focused. That was a lot. That was a lot. So that meeting is over. Thankfully, I had like a little time in between that meeting and my next meeting. So I was able to quickly eat some lunch. I made this chicken noodle soup. It's amazing. Literally, it's amazing. I've never made chicken noodle soup before, but it tastes so good. Like, it's so flavorful. I'm very proud of myself. Like, have you ever cooked before or walked in somebody's house or whatever and you smell the food and it smells so good? That's what it's giving. It smells so good. I'm just very proud of myself. I had that for lunch, and then I had one more meeting right after I ate lunch. That meeting went well. I feel like everyone is aligned. I know what I need to do as far as action items go. The team knows what they need to do as far as action items. Now I have the little focus time set up where I'm just going to work on some things that I need to do on the back end in the system to make sure that the job posting is good to go and set up and ready to go live whenever we do that. And then after that meeting is when I have another meeting where we're going to talk about the interview that I'm going to be a part of. So yeah, we are cruising through. I have 2 meetings left for the day and I am so excited to get off work. But honestly, the day has been going by fast, and I give that to the hour-and-a-half meeting that I was in. As far as like my emails and things like that goes, very quiet for now. So not really, stressing about that. So yeah, I'm happy, no complaints. Go ahead and wrap up this little yap session, do some work really quick, and then hopefully I will check in after my last meeting. So work is over with, and I just wanted to come back on here and kind of like follow up on my thoughts from earlier in the video. $600,000 is extremely expensive for a townhouse, but what I was trying to get at, and I honestly don't even remember what I said this morning, but what I was trying to get at is that walking away from that, knowing good and well that I cannot afford that right now, hurt my feelings. It was very humbling, simply because it's a townhouse and not like a home. Obviously, like if you walk into like $1 million home and look at all of the things, like they have an indoor pool, like something crazy like that, I don't feel like you get the feeling of, dang, like that actually makes me sad, like in real life, just because that's just a totally different level. Literally, it was just something different about that townhouse because I felt like it looked like me, like it looked like something that I would truly get for myself in this chapter of my life. And the fact that that price tag was on it and I had to walk away from it knowing good and well right now it's not something that I would be able to do, just made me really sad. And then it also made me think, okay, do I have to lower what it is that I want in order to afford it? And see them dogs, like it's always some dogs going on. And then it's like, okay, a townhouse, obviously hopefully the construction would be better than an apartment, but if I hear dogs barking and I'm paying $600,000, that's crazy. It's just, if I'm spending money on something, I want it to be exactly what I want. Like because I know for me, I spend so much time at home, it has to be my biggest investment. Like that's what I'm spending the most money on, because obviously like my rent, that's the most money that I spend on something, and I don't mind spending a little bit more on rent because I know me, I have to be happy in my home, otherwise I will be sad all the time because I spend so much time here. Like I work from home and I'm just a homebody in general. So I just have to like my space. So when it comes to purchasing something, I'm not backing down. Like obviously I want everything that I want. But also another thing is back to like how I was talking about being in my late 20s and feeling like I started over with my career. That still stands. I still feel that way because I went from being at a company, getting that tenure, growing in my role, and now kind of like restarting it. I still really can't put into words how that makes me feel, but overall I am content because I'm definitely not going through what I was going through a couple of months ago. Definitely not. Like this time last year, I probably was on the verge of just having gray hairs, literally. All of that to say, again, God has a plan. God has it all figured out. All I need to do is trust the process. Yeah, so that's just what I'm going to do. And I wanted to go ahead and close out this week's video. Hopefully it was a little bit entertaining, and sorry that I got a little personal in this video, but we're cool. So yeah, but thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.